In this video, I'll be talking about what to do when situations feel out of control and how to react to them. In our lives, we are put into many different kinds of situations, at home, at work, or in public. And sometimes the situations in our lives feel out of our control, and no matter what we do, we can't change what is happening. And because we can predict what is going to happen, we try to intervene and change what we can clearly see will be a bad end result for us. But the more we try, the more helpless we feel. But this is not a failure. What we're trying to do is to change the eventual result into what we want to happen, instead of accepting what is actually happening. And of course, it's difficult to accept what is happening because it's not what we want. And this is a common mistake, to think that what we want to happen, or more accurately, the good thing that we want to happen, is actually the best thing for us. And of course, sometimes it's true. But why would it always be true that we know what the best thing or the best result is? Life is full of stories of people enduring hardship and then trying and coming through it to be successful. So how can we say that the bad things that happened to them weren't the best thing for them? At the time, of course, it must have felt to them like it was the wrong thing. But looking at the big picture, it was the right thing because it led them to their ultimate goal. But they are not the anomaly. We are the same as they are, except that their circumstances were extremely difficult and extremely rewarding, and our circumstances are less extreme. So in terms of our long-term goal, which I'm sure you would agree in its simplest form is basically to be happy, then we need to deal with the way things are and how they've turned out, and also acknowledge that the way they are is the best way for now. But this isn't so easy when you're not happy about your situation and you can't see an end to it. And naturally, the speed that life changes for most people most of the time isn't quick at all. So we can be stuck in an undesirable situation for months or even years. So to keep trusting that what is happening is the best thing, and to keep that hope that it will change in the future, takes a lot of willpower. But the more often we notice when a situation that we weren't happy about becomes a situation that we are happy about, then the more evidence we'll have to trust that the next difficult situation we're in will eventually turn out fine. And thinking this way is how we rebuild who we are as people. Who we are is made up of how we view the world, how we interact with the world, and how we react to the things that happen to us. And if we are now reacting with a confidence based on our past experiences, then on one level, we are now showing different characteristics. Another set of circumstances that we sometimes find ourselves in are those situations where we can't think clearly. This doesn't necessarily have to be a high-stress situation or one with a lot of pressure. It can be any sort of everyday situation we find ourselves in, even shopping at the supermarket. When these things happen to us, the simplest things become difficult, and we struggle to complete the task that we're doing. But when this confusion happens, first it's important to recognize that it's happening, and then, knowing that we can't do anything about it at the moment, all we have to do is wait for it to be over. This type of experience is not our fault. We didn't choose to be confused or to not think clearly. It's just a thing that is happening to us. And it's another example of something in our lives that is changing who we are. Okay, that's all for this video. I hope you got something from it. If you did, please subscribe and keep up to date with new videos. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.